Hi everybody, I'm Sarah, the Real Simple Mama, and today I have a composite video to show you a whole bunch of things that I am doing to try and help the environment a little bit at a time. So these are quick, easy, cheap ideas. They're not a lot of effort. They're not like a huge, big, ridiculous change for your family or for your household, but they're things that are essentially going to, number one, save you money, I hope, and number two, really help with the amount of trash, the amount of waste, the amount of litter that's going out of your house. Most of these things are going to be personal products, things that are like for in the bathroom and for cleaning and things like that. So I've got some different segments of videos that we're going to put together, and overall you'll have this huge idea of all these lists of things that you can do. These are all one-time purchases that are going to end up replacing disposable products that you're probably using in your home. Now, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I didn't get anything for free. This is all stuff that I've bought either from people who are vendors who I know, or, getting on Amazon or buying off of Etsy, things like that. So you can see the full article as well on realsimplemama.com. Just look for reusable products, because this is a whole bunch of stuff that I'm going to show you. And it'll have the links in there for the products that I buy, the things I like, the things I don't like. And as always, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to be honest on what works and what doesn't work. Now, real quickly, one of the big things that I've been using that has really been helping me is a menstrual cup. I'm not going to show you all that because there is a separate video here on my channel that talks all about what it is, what's the purpose, how do you put it in, and it's just a demo video right here on this same type of cloth, so it's all G-rated, I promise. But that is a huge, huge, huge saver for any woman who has hit puberty, basically. What we're going to talk about real quick is a couple of other things. But getting into that, if you use panty liners or pads or tampons, again, look into the menstrual cup seriously, because it's a max of $15 that you're going to spend. That's going to save you. I mean, you're never going to have to buy a pad or a tampon again, which just sounds amazing for multiple reasons. But I wanted to also let you know, since I'm pretty new to menstrual cups, I didn't want to just wear one without putting something in my panties just in case. So I do have these disposable panty liners is what I normally would use, but I did buy some reusable panty liners. These are from Mama Bear Lady Wear, and I pay full price for her stuff, so she hasn't, given me anything for free to use her store name or anything, but her stuff is really, really well made. These are thick, they're cute, they're really, really soft, and so I'm using these instead. Now, just real quick, what do you do with the dirty stuff? You can either have a small little like plastic box, one of those little plastic containers, almost like a drawer organizer one. It doesn't have to be deep, just really shallow, that sits by your toilet, and then when your cycle is done, just wash them all. The alternative also is you can get a bucket that's going to be taller, like a bigger yogurt container or something like that. Let's try to reuse something else in the house, and put water in it, and then your used panty liners or your used wipes or pads, you just fold them up and drop them in, and they stay in the water, and then you dump the water and the wipes into your washer when you're ready to wash them. So that's another option. Now, as far as reusable panty liners, reusable pads, they do make ones, of course, of different sizes, different thicknesses. They make ones that snap around the back. That's the equivalent of having wings like on a normal disposable pad. So this is just the cheap basic, and I only bought a dozen because I figured if I need one every day of my cycle, that's 2, maybe 3 a day, and that'll get me through 1 month, and that's fine. Now that I'm more comfortable using the menstrual cup, I honestly only need to use one of these maybe for the first day in my cycle, and then I'm good. But this is an option. You're not paying pink tax, you're not throwing a whole bunch of nasty, disgusting products away, and they don't. I mean, there are ways to make sure that they don't smell, that they're not inconvenient, they're not a problem. So this has definitely been worth it to me so far. All right, now let's talk makeup. I'm not going to bother showing you my face with makeup because it still looks like a hot mess. So I wanted to be really honest with you. I bought some Norwex products a few months ago from a friend, and these are their makeup wipes that are, it feels like suede. And so these wipes, you can basically just get them wet, and then you wipe your face a certain way, and they take off everything from lipstick to waterproof mascara. Honestly, I'm not that crazy about these. Now, I don't care about the staining. That was from me trying a lipstick color. You can see there's a little bit of discoloration. Of course, they're still just as effective. They may look kind of gross, but who's looking at your makeup wipes anyway? So a lot of the, just your foundation, concealer, powder will come off really easily. Some of the other stuff will stain. And you can just put these in a delicates bag, that you put like your bras or baby socks or things like that so they don't clog up your washer pipes. I just put them in there just to make sure that they don't really get agitated or messed up by any zippers or anything. But I honestly am not crazy about these. I felt like even when I did, exactly what Norwex said to do with warm water and you wipe your face like up and out, I felt like it just kind of smeared the makeup around. And I would use another wipe afterwards when I was still using disposable wipes and I was kind of deciding if this was for me. And there was still a ton of makeup on my face. And so these just, I don't like the way they felt when they were wet and they didn't really feel effective. So, but then I went on to Amazon and I said, look, there's got to be something because I hate using, either those disposable cotton squares or, different brands, makeup companies, they make the wipes that are wet already, that are makeup removing wipes. Clinique makes a couple of different products. And it was just like, I hate using this because every time I wear makeup and every time I take the makeup off, I'm throwing something in the trash. And that just, I lose sleep at night and I see those videos on Facebook and I think I'm killing the oceans. So, I wanted to find something. So I found these. These are a different material. These are microfiber. Again, I have paid for all of this myself. Nobody gave me anything, so I can say what I want. So this came as a set, I believe, of 5. And you can see these are smaller microfiber and they've got, obviously like a cotton around the edge. And this, as you can see, is called Miss Savage. And they say on here, reusable makeup remover. These are the same concept. You just get them wet. No soap, no other product needs to get on them, just water. These, I feel, work way better. I just like the feel of them when they're wet better. They are extremely soft. The only thing to be aware of is you may not like having something that's this small. If I'm wearing full makeup that's got, foundation and concealer and mascara and everything, then I usually, this whole side is dirty and then maybe even sometimes this side. But you know what? This is what they look like after they're washed. There's just a little bit of staining. And you can use a stain remover on these. I actually used a stain remover on this one to kind of show you the difference. But I mean, I don't really care if a couple of them look stained. And I'll show you, I also use them for, here you go, here's another thing. Here's another one of mine. I make my own toner. It's half witch hazel and half distilled water. So I use this for 3 of my wipes. As you can see, the other thing that I didn't like about these is the stupid tag is huge and it gets in the way. So I cut it off and I use 3 of these for my witch hazel toner that I use twice a day in the morning and at night. And then 2 of the other ones, the ones that are the most stained that still have the tags, these are the ones I use for makeup. Totally doesn't matter, but for anything with washing your face, cleaning your face, getting makeup off, using your toner or something like that, like these are awesome. And they were a lot cheaper than Norwex too. These came in a pack of 5. I will put the full product name down here on the video. And of course you can see the full review on realsimplemama.com. And I will have the link for these in there as well. If you are into reusable face stuff, these I got at the dollar store. And it's like another little face cleaning wipe. This is a soft side. It's not microfiber. It's just cotton that's got, the texture on it. But then it's got an exfoliator on the other side, which is great. It's another great idea because I'm trying to completely get away from all of that disposable stuff. There's a ton of stuff for the environment that I cannot do. I can't, leave my entire life and go clean up the oceans. I can't donate millions of dollars to organizations, but these are these, tiny little decisions that we do, but they're every day, right? So, I mean, every day over a month, how many makeup wipes would you throw away? How many disposable Q-tips, how many, little cotton squares or cotton pads or those foam things to put on your makeup. How many of those would you be throwing away? What little choices can you make to maybe reduce your footprint would be awesome. The other thing really quick I wanted to show you while we're here in my bathroom is if you can buy soap or other products in a big container, if you have to buy it in a container at all, if you can buy a big container, it usually will save you money if you look at like the price per unit on the different grocery store tags. This is usually a lot cheaper per unit or per ounce, however they do it. But also you just keep the same dispensers. So you're using a lot less plastic. The only thing I found that's bad with that is there are some stores like, hey, Bath and Body Works, I'm talking to you, where they don't make these big ones that you can buy. But you can get the foam soap. You can get the kind that has a little micro beads in it. which is also actually bad for the environment. Don't do that. But you can just get any kind of soap in different brands. Try to buy stuff in the bigger containers if you can afford it, because again, long term, it's going to save you money. And that's one of the perks of doing all of this stuff. But also you're going to end up using a lot less plastic. So I'm going to tie in a couple of other short ideas here onto this video, but please, 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 in the comments, let me know what you think about what you're doing to save the environment. What little choices are you making every day to try to help out, to try to be conscientious? And also, I mean, hey, you're saving money for yourself. Some of these ideas are going to save you water, or they're going to save you energy. They're certainly going to save you money on grocery bills, as well as, of course, stuff that you're throwing away. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Thank you for keeping all of these things in mind and for considering these things. I'm Sarah, the Real Simple Mama. So this is two kids doing the wipes real quick. And a dog who wants to go chase squirrels.
Look at this one.
We have our little delicates bag. Here are the makeup wipes that I want to show you.
Oh no, it's dirty.
Yeah, it's still stained, and that's okay. That's a Norwex wipe, which I will also take. We'll talk about that in a minute. But these are the wipes that we use at our dinner table. Say hi, Tiny. Tiny doesn't have on any pants. So we use them coming right over here. And this is really what our table looks like. But there is a wipes dispenser, and I just take the clean ones, put a stack in there, and get them wet because we like ours to be wet. You can also make a solution and keep a squirt bottle on the table, but I don't bother doing that. You can also use soap with the water, but I like just plain water. And then right over here on our dryer, I have a basket that's just for the wipes. So when the kids are done using one, or when we clean the table, they go right in here. When the basket is full, do a load. And then I just have to wash them, and then the kids fold them. And they just stack them up by size and put them in the kitchen. On a side note, these are the dryer balls that I'm going to list. They come in a package of 6, and they are wool. You just, as you can see, the rest of mine just live in the dryer, and they are, they serve 2 purposes. The main purpose, and this one just has like a discoloration on it. There's nothing wrong with it. The first purpose and the main purpose is that they save energy, meaning that you're going to have to run your dryer for less time, because they are fluffing all of the clothes. They're going in between and agitating them and kind of kicking them around in different directions so air can get in between, instead of, you know how it is with your laundry just being one big ball and the outside of the ball gets dry. Hey, baby. Okay, go put them away, and then you guys can start. So that's the main purpose. I have noticed a difference with that. It's not super significant, especially if it's a huge load of stuff. But if it's just, you know, one set of sheets or some towels, or it loads like the wipes where it's a lot of small items, I've really sensed a difference as far as the amount of time that it takes. The other thing that it claims it can do is it helps with wrinkles. So we've actually been, in the summer, we haven't been wearing any dress clothes. My husband's been home from work. But I can definitely update on my full article on realsimplemama.com to let you know what we think about the wrinkles, because normally we're just a cotton t-shirt, activewear type family, but once it gets into dress clothes, we'll definitely let you know. But those are the dryer balls. I'm going to list those as well here in the comments and on my article. But those are a couple more things. Those reusable wipes that I got from Mama Bear Baby Wear, those wipes are awesome. You can also use them for diapers. You can use them for all kinds of stuff. For cleaning around the house, like with Windex or dusting or that kind of stuff. But of course, we definitely love those. And these dryer balls as well.